Hello everyone, this is your girl, Eating with Food for Thought Roberts, and welcome to my channel, welcome to my home, welcome to my kitchen. And before we get started, for those of you who are new to my channel and you have not subscribed, please do so at this time. Hit that subscription button, that notification bell, comment, like, share with others. Let them know what your girl Eating with Food for Thought Roberts is doing over here. And today I am going to be showing you how I make my weight loss soup. And my weight loss soup is just a cabbage soup. You may have seen this recipe on the internet or Pinterest or wherever, but I've been making this recipe for years. I learned how to make it years ago. So today I'm going to show you my version. And what I have here I have my cabbage. I have everything down in the sink. I have my cabbage, bell pepper, garlic, extra virgin olive oil, onions, celery, and I was doing some juice earlier, and this little carrot missed the cut, so the carrot is going into the soup. And for the flavoring, I'm going to be using this sauteed onion. I just found this the other day. So I'm going to try this. And also I'm going to be using the seasoned vegetable base. So instead of using salts or things like that, this is going to be my seasonings right here. I'm not going to use a lot of it in the soup because I want people to be able to season their bowl the way they like it. And I'm also going to be using granulated garlic, granulated onion powder is going to go in here. And I'm going to put a lot of bell pepper, a lot of celery, a lot of onions in this soup. I have a head of cabbage here, but I also have another head of cabbage that I may or may not put in the soup, depending on how it pops out. You know, everything comes out. So this is what we're using for the soup. So stay with me until the end. I will see you back once I get all the vegetables cut up. Then we will start adding them to the pot. See you very, very shortly. First thing we're going to add is the onions. I've sliced up 3 onions. They're all medium size. And what I like to do when I make my soup is either I'll roast the vegetables or I'll do it like I'm getting ready to do it, just saute them. And then I'm going to add the bell pepper and then the celery. I'm not going to saute the celery. I'm just going to add that when I add the cabbage. I'm going to add the celery first, then I'm going to add the cabbage, and I'm going to also add the elephant garlic to this. But to me, the soup tastes so much better when you either roast the vegetables or saute the vegetables. You have a much better experience. I've already started adding the bell pepper. Here's the rest. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cover it up. Don't want it to cook too fast because you want it to saute. These vegetables are going to cook way down, and once you add your water and your bouillon broth, it's just going to cook down, because what you want is a soupy soup. No meat goes in here, and when you make this soup, you eat as much as you want. Whenever you're hungry, you just eat. Just grab you a cup of soup and just eat it. Drink it on down. Because the more of this you eat, the more weight you will lose. If you don't believe me, Google it. Okay, I got this on medium heat. So we're just going to let this cook until it cooks all the way down. And in the meantime, I'm going to get the cabbage ready and the celery. And that one little poor carrot that didn't make it to the juicer. I've added the carrots, the little baby carrot. Give it a stir. And you just want to let this keep cooking on down. And I've already sliced up the celery and the garlic. This is two bunches of celery and one large garlic clove of the elephant garlic right there. And then I have one head of cabbage that I've already sliced up. Got all good and chopped up. And as you can see, that's almost going to take up the whole pot. But once it goes in the pot, I'm just going to put it in as much as I can get in at one time. It's going to cook way down. Because remember, these vegetables are mostly water-based. That's why you can eat so much. Because it's just water. It's good for you, and it's just water. And it would help you get your system cleared out. I'm going to give this about another, let's say 20 minutes. Then we're going to come back and check on it. Then we're going to start adding other ingredients. This is cooking pretty good. Hasn't been 20 minutes. Just came back to check it, and I like the way it looks. So, at this point, I'm ready to add the celery and the the celery and the elephant garlic. And you don't want to burn this garlic. It's nothing worse than burnt garlic. If this gets too much for this pot, I will switch pots, because I do have other pots that I can use. But I'm going to try this pot first. So at this point, I'm going to turn the fire up on high. And I'm going to add my water. I'm going to bring it to a boil. And then let it simmer. Because you want these vegetables to get nice and tender. I have it on high, so I want to bring it up to a boil. And once it comes up to a boil, I'm going to turn it down to like a simmering boil. Not a hard boil, but a soft boil. Because we want these vegetables to get nice and tender, meaning at this point I want the celery to get nice and tender. These are the other ingredients that go into the soup. Either you can use fresh tomatoes, or you can use a can of stewed tomatoes, diced tomatoes, sliced tomatoes, any type of tomato you like. You can add that. I chose Italian tomatoes, 1 can of tomato paste, the granulated garlic, the Better Than bouillon, your choice, the kind you use. I'm going to be using the onion flavored and the vegetable flavor. I put a little bit of pepper flakes in already, and I'm also adding 10 ounces of frozen spinach to this recipe. I have the sweet peppers ready to go. They're already sauteed. Now everything is ready to go. I added some Italian seasoning. This is optional. You decide if you want Italian seasoning in yours or not. And this is 14.5 ounces of stewed tomatoes. I'm going to add the entire can of tomato paste. When I'm adding tomato paste to a recipe, what I like to do is I open up both ends and remove one of the lids, then just push through. And even if it goes down in, that's okay. I can get it out. Now I'm going to add my bouillon. And I'm just going to add a tablespoon of each. I'm not going to add any salt or pepper to this. That'll be done when you serve it, because I don't want it to make it, I don't want to make it too salty. Spinach. Now this is fresh frozen spinach, because I buy a lot of spinach because I do smoothies. And what I did was, this last batch, this last go round, I just took the spinach and put it in the freezer, sectioned off, so when I'm ready for it, for my smoothies, it's ready to go. So we're going to let this cook until this spinach is completely thawed. Then we're going to come back and check it, and we'll be done. See you in a few moments. We are almost there. It's only been about 5 minutes since I put that spinach in, and it's good to go. Also, I'm going to add some lemon. Believe it or not, lemon gives your brothy soups a really good taste, good flavor, depending on what type you're doing. So I'm just going to add a couple of lemons and just let them get up in there and let the juices release. Because juice from the lemon and brothy weight loss soups are really good. Don't knock it until you try it. But this is optional. Getting ready to add the lemons. And it's okay if they have seeds in them. It doesn't matter. Just drop in fresh lemons. I'm going to do 2. And what's going to happen is the heat from the soup is going to release all the juices in the lemon. And you can also float you some lemon right on top of your soup. We've added the lemon, we've added the peppers, and I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I hope you have subscribed to my channel. Hope you have joined my YouTube family, Eating with Food for Thought Roberts, aka The Personal Chef, aka Renee. I'm on Facebook as Eating with Food for Thought Roberts, and I'm also on Facebook as The Personal Chef. So, join my channels, Facebook, YouTube. Join my channels, help me get my numbers up. This soup freezes well. You can put it in individual containers, such as these. I always keep these on hand. These hold approximately 4 cups each. The soup is complete. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I would like to thank everyone for watching, and I hope that you subscribe to my channel. Just hit that subscription button, notification bell, and every time I upload a video, you will be notified. And thank you again for tuning in.